Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, big him and Joe one stone, and it bring about feeling. a man throw a stone.
Stibby dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep. And some informer friend we lovely. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV. Check it.
Good morning, and welcome to Global TV. Thank you all for joining us. Sorry about my entire absence yesterday, but my spirit was not in it, and I refused to wrestle with my spirit yesterday. So I just let my spirit have its way and keep myself quiet and silent. But good morning and welcome to everyone. Thank you all for joining us. We are a bit out of our depth this morning because we're going doctoring this morning into the field of psychological medicine, where we are becoming our own doctor, proctor this morning. Good morning, all, and welcome to my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good morning. Good morning to the labor rights. I wish you all could share the live and invite, because we're going to diagnose the Prime Minister this morning. We're also saying good morning to Pimpinella Prune this morning, because Pimpinella Prune and the Prime Minister was in her neck of, and if you're wondering who's Pimpinella Prune, then that's Babsy Grange. Pimpinella Prune and the Prime Minister was in her neck of the woods. The Prime Minister said a lot of things which I want to respond to. Mark Golden has made it into the Bible courtesy of Everett Warmington. He begot that and she begot that, and those begotten the other. So we have a bit of chop change this morning. And we also want to speak to Hyacinth Bouquet this morning. You know, in Britain, in the natural world, it would pronounce bucket. But in the British upper echelons, it's pronounced bouquet. So we're going to speak to Hyacinth Bouquet this morning. And if you don't know who Hyacinth is, then that's Lady Carenza Marison. So we have all ape chop changing to do this morning. So morning, everybody, morning, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's a wintry look outside. Doesn't exactly feel wintry, but the look outside is definitely wintry. Debbie Jervis TV, good morning. Marcia Thomas, good morning. Good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Good morning, Jamrock 8766. Good morning. Beat and Teach, good morning. Good morning. Annie, good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Sharon Bernard, good morning. Good morning. Who else is here? Good morning. Chelsea Clinton, good morning. RJ, good morning and welcome. Karen Namard, Suzette Williams. Judy Roberts, good morning. Wayne Evans, good morning. Beverly, Sunshine. Yvette Burrell, good morning. David Nibar, good morning and welcome. Who else is here? Empress Deb, good morning. Winifred Saunders, good morning. Good morning. Gloria Morris, good morning. Celine Browning, rather, good morning. Good morning. Marjorie Mullins, Liberance Tucker, good morning. Marlene Williams, good morning all. Arlene Scott, Florence Hamilton, good morning. Who's on the tick? Debbie and Duncan, Colleen, Richard Daly, User, Red Rose, Rebel, good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. I have a bit of Dolores McLean. I have a bit of we would call that calypso to introduce the Prime Minister to this morning as well. I think that fits the Prime Minister well. But who should we get out of the way first? Who should we get out of the way first this morning? Let's go to Mark Golden, who has made it into the Bible, courtesy of Everard Warmington. Because it's only in the Bible you hear stuttery like these, but I'm going to respond to Everard Warmington.
Marjorie Henry Tyson, Matilda Nunes, Marjorie Henry Tyson, Matilda Nunes begot Henry Isaac Tyson Jr. Henry Isaac Tyson begot Isabel Tyson. Isabel Tyson begot Logan Levy. Logan Levy begot Alice Levy Golding. Alice Levy begot who? Mark Golding. So I tell you right down, promise me.
So who begot John Golden? I don't hear the John Golden part in it, did you? Who begot Sir John Golden? But I have a simple response to Everard Warmington. Then I will move on to Lady Bucket after. You see, just like how all of them people that begot till it come down to Mark Golden, it was the same way America begot Edward Seaga. And then Edward Seaga was begotten by the CIA, sent to destroy Jamaica, did a good job at destroying the direction of Jamaica then, and that same Eddie Seaga bloodline begot Metri Seaga, who is now head, that white Metri Seaga, because it's the white Mark Golden which is the problem. So the white Metri Seaga, which is the head of the PSOJ in Jamaica, which is more powerful than the government, Everard Warmington, if truth be told, the private sector organization of Jamaica is more powerful than our government because our governments are on their knees to the private sector, isn't it? So it's the same begot and begottens. A same thing we end up with. But remember, Everard Warmington, the begots and the begottens that you outline, it's Commonwealth begotten. The begotten that I just have outlined, it's American begotten. Something that's not in line with our Constitution, Everard Warmington. Because whenever time you all advance this colorism and this racism against Mark Golden, on try to draw, because I'm going to deal with the Prime Minister and that, because I said the Prime Minister go a road, go forward for Mark Golden, and me I go answer the Prime Minister this morning. This morning's show will be heavily focused on the Prime Minister. I know you all are agitated when you hear the bullshit that can spew from the narcissist. But bear with us this morning, all right? Bear with us this morning. Because I said, we're going to have a conversation with them. So, that's for Everard Warmington. Answer. Lady Bucket. Where is Lady Bucket? The Obia working mother and son, just to say, the Obia working mother and son. Beat the drum, mother, beat the drum. But this time, he's a gunner. What has he done? Other than walk around and take picture pint and people big house. So look at, watch big house. Watch big house. No. Carentia Morrison, is there a deal, Stacy and Levy? How you do? Cousin Myrna, Taylor Shelley. Is there anything being arranged, Carentia Morrison, at the moment for you to step aside to make way for Christian Tavares? Just asking the question, Renice Nicholson. Is there any deal, Miss Morrison, being fixed up? Violet Watson, how are you? At the moment, for you, make space for Christian Tavares. I'm just asking. Because the bloody hand president of the Senator is determined to get a seat in Parliament. And Andrew Holness, Marjorie Henderson, Hayden rather, how are you? And Andrew Holness owe a debt to Tom Tavares. It would be good if we could find out what such debt does the Prime Minister owe to Tom Tavares, while the Prime Minister is on a trajectory to destroy the Labour Party in order to appease Tom Tavares. I don't know if Tom Tavares has shed blood for the Prime Minister. I don't know if the deal by the Prime Minister and Tom Tavares is written in blood as to why the Prime Minister is willfully destructing and dismantling the Jamaica Labour Party in order to please Tom Tavares. Instant Nanny, how you do? So, we asked Miss Morrison, is there anything being negotiated at the moment between you and the Prime Minister to step aside to give my youth a safe seat? Because Ono knows that the dull ratbat never got to school but became an attorney, Christian Tavares, cannot win anything in our country. Impupa couldn't win it. Impupa can barely win cases in the courts. So they have to find a set of fools, the foolish labor rights, and go stuck the uselessness upon them. Because I always tell you here, Andrew Holness reward failure, corruption, and stealing. These are the things that Andrew Holness award. Criminality. So anything I go on, Miss Morrison, make we know. We can help you spread the news. Okay? We can help you spread the news. If anything I go on or need help to get the war advance and spread out a road, they say, Shandy Bakla, two left, right, and center. We will help. So make we know. All right? Who else do we move on to? Down in a Venice's truth. This is some of Venice people them want to color me up. I'm only trying to protect her from the abuse. I'm only trying to protect her from the abuse that she's putting her front through. I'm not really trying to block anything for her, like literally. So that's your response. On a pickup, let me go to Lady Thingy rather. Where is she? Have I removed her from my thing? Dana Dixon. Where is Dana Dixon? Have I lost her? Oh, we've lost Dana Dixon. But Dana Dixon, I spoke to you about Coburn Gardens, Junior and Comprehensive. It is very important that you investigate and look into this matter. The parent of Coburn Gardens, primary and junior high, are very concerned by the behavior of Patricia Findlay, the principal. We're not going to drop that story I've got my eyes on the school as much as the parents have their eyes on the school. So we want to know from you, Miss Morris Dixon, are you looking into the hissy fit that we told you that Patricia Finley threw at the school gate last week morning? We want to know. The parents are upset that a lead academic could behave like that in front of the community and in front of their children. And we want to know if Miss Morris Dixon is looking into the hissy fit thrown by Dr. Patricia Finley the other morning at her school gate. So please do look into that. Now let's move on to we have Joseph Patterson. Joseph Patterson asks a question. Who is knocking my door? Let me take a quick break. My door has been knocked.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear.
Sorry about that and welcome back. I had quite a nasty delivery driver that worked for Avery. Him and I had a bust up one time because he's regularly just come and drop my package and take a picture and just walk away. So I complained to his people, and he's still doing the same thing. He just dropped a package at my door, didn't even press the doorbell or anything, and then him just walk off. So my neighbor see the package at the door and have to buzz me to say there's a package at my door. But back to Joseph Patterson, who asks a question. I'm going to answer Joseph Patterson this morning because Joseph Patterson tends to do very irritating things. And Joseph Patterson wants to be rewarded for being an irritant, Mr. Patterson. Mr. Patterson wants to be rewarded for being an irritant, because that is what Mr. Patterson has and is becoming, an irritant. He asks this question: is it democracy when the official third party, meaning the UIC, is excluded by the PSOJ? Tick one pin there, sir, Joseph, but I'm going to read the entire thing. Excluded by the PSOJ from the papers, radio, TV, and election debate. Let's focus on the POJ, Joseph Patterson. How did you get down the PSOJ route? Because you, Joseph Patterson, that was one of the biggest con you advanced to us. We don't want to have anything to do with the PSOJ. We don't want to be funded by them because we don't want them to control our politics and our part. How you get to the PSOJ, get to excluded by the PSOJ? I don't think it should or would matters to you, Joseph Patterson. So why are you now gone into that narcissistic route? Oh, the PSOJ is a part of blocking. You never want to have anything to do with the PSOJ, Mr. Patterson. So don't call up the PSOJ name now. But let me deal with the part where you say you've been excluded by all the media. The armchair of Mr. Patterson's politics. The dark, depressed room of Joseph Patterson's politics. What do you want with us and everybody to come and what? Search for you? As a political party, Mr. Patterson, leave the mainstream media with a whole on what grapple for. What you don't yet realize, mainstream media is dead. It is. It has been for a while. Hmm? There is something why the social media pages of the UIC, Mr. Patterson, has stopped growing. You have done something to the party overall, Mr. Patterson. Who is really the leader of the UIC? Because none of us knows that. In your petulancy, you resign, you step down, you this, you that. Who is the leader, Mr. Patterson? And how is it that the media ought to interact with Joseph Patterson in a dark, depressed room in an armchair behind a laptop? How is it, Joseph Patterson? Hmm? The politics of our country, you don't want to get involved with it. Fair enough. But the high school, the Calabar head boy mentality, Joseph Patterson, that we must frown and fraternize over this narcissistic head boy. That's not how politics work in our country, Mr. Patterson. There is a thing that's called the hills and gullies and the highways and hedges, Mr. Patterson. You know, the kissing baby eating out of the chip enamel and the leaky plate and the put on the water boot and creep on your knees up to the hills where you never go to if you don't want vote, to tell lies. That, Mr. Patterson, I'm not asking you to do. I'm not asking you to put on a show. Neither I'm asking you to tell lies. There is genuine politics by going out there, Mr. Patterson, and interacting with the people, understanding what their needs are, looking at the circumstances, devising plan and putting policy together, Mr. Patterson, how you would help them out of the despair that Labour and PMP have them in a forever. I am becoming irritated by the armchair darkroom politics of Joseph Patterson. And then Joseph Patterson wants the media to come and dig him out of a crab hole. Rain a fall now, Joseph. Rain a fall. Crab come out a hole when rain a fall, Joseph. Come out of the crab hole. A June month now, Joseph Patterson. It's June. Come out of the crab hole. That's the purpose of the crab hole being filled up with water, Mr. Patterson. The crab come up so Alice can get the crab and go cook the shitty crab and sell it to now. Come out of the crab hole. That's not, you're never going to, with this Calabar head boy mentality that you have, Joseph Patterson, you're never going to break into our politics. Because you think that you must sit in an armchair on social media and everybody must come to you. Who are you, Joseph Patterson? Remind us, who are you again? You mean Joseph Patterson, who has similar problems like Andrew Holness, lack of transparency and accountability, and lack of financial accountability, Mr. Patterson? And you sit in your armchair. Don't make a go loose by you this morning, I beg. I beg you. I beg. Every minute you send out one flyers with one candidate. Who do you want to promote them? Us. Who do you want to promote them? Us. You're sending out flyers every day. This is contested, this and this is contested, and you're still in your armchair. Stop provoking us, Mr. Patterson. Keep your pamphlets to yourself. We're not playing pamphlet politics here. We don't know your pamphlet politics, sir. Stop the pamphleting. And also politics go. It's one part of it. Minuscule part of it, Mr. Patterson. Stop the pamphleting. Or try and let go the party. Make the party revive and try to restart again. Because at the moment, you have killed the party, Mr. Patterson. You're not too far from Andrew when it comes with the narcissistic tendencies, which will go to diagnosing the Prime Minister now. You know, there's a disgraceful acrimony going on in the White House divorce at the moment. Don't know how much attention you are paying to the dirty split between the husband and the husband. But what of the children in the family of the husband and the husband, Trump and Tusk? But a senator said something which jumped out at me, and I said, oops, Andrew. The senator said, both gentlemen are suffering from malignant narcissistic personality disorder. I said, oops, Andrew. Then I had to go and look at the traits or signs for malignant narcissistic personality disorder. No. Look at the different signs and tell me if there's any you recognize in your Prime Minister. Because after we diagnose the Prime Minister, then we're going to go off into the things that the Prime Minister said when the Prime Minister went down to Pimpinella Prune constituency the other day. Is the Prime Minister and Pimpinella Prune saying, we had to kill Tickman to bring you progress? I don't know. It's just a question. All right. They use, abuse, and discard people. One of the signs of one with malignant narcissistic personality disorder, they use, abuse, and discard people. Isn't what is the very problem in the Jamaica Labour Party at the moment that Andrew Holness created, who he has used, those who he has abused, and those who he has discarded, like the veteran MPs, which are causing the power struggle in the party at the moment. Let's move on to the next. They are obsessed with power. Isn't that one of the loudest traits of Andrew Holness in how he has ring-fenced himself with power to the point where he has become a dictator? So Andrew passed two already out of the many on here. You don't have to have all of them, you know. You can't just have some. All right. Third one down. Everything is personal for them. Andrew Holness is the first Prime Minister we've ever had that gets very angry and worked up when he's been criticized, called out, or been held to account. Even the Integrity Commission that he's responsible to make sure he turn over the necessary documents to have his statutory declaration certified. It's all personal for the Prime Minister, while the Integrity Commission is going after him. So Andrew already passed 3 of the signs. They hold grudges and take revenge. And now, how you do? Hold grudges and take revenge. Let's take the Prime Minister back to over a decade ago with the showdown between himself and Audley Shaw over power for the party. All of the people who the Prime Minister ostracizing from the Jamaica Labour Party now are the people who supported Audley Shaw then. Grudges, Prime Minister. You carry that grudge because they did not support you. And this is your time to take out revenge. So Andrew Holness passed 4 are the signs already. Jesus. So you say we can properly diagnose him. Got him fit in a 4 already. They take pleasure from the suffering of others. This doesn't speak any louder than how it speaks to our Prime Minister. Of course, this was the Prime Minister who bulldozed the houses of poor Jamaicans at Clifton Lodge, who he calls squatters, and went there and hugged and smiled with them the next day. And it's now turned out to be said that the Prime Minister, his wife and son own a lot of land over there. I don't have no proof to it, as so things argument has said. Why the Prime Minister just passed everything, so he would be saying, make me feel that one, yeah. So the Prime Minister qualified 5 already. Next one down. Nothing is ever their fault. Let's take you back to the Prime Minister's budget presentation of this year. Remember, the Prime Minister blamed God, nature, the PNP, and everybody, but for the 9-10 years of dismal failure of Andrew Holness. So Andrew Holness passed 6. They are ruthless in their pursuit of what they want. Back to the debacle in the Labour Party. Andrew wants a ring fence of supporters around him. Andrew Holness doesn't want any opposition. So Andrew Holness is ruthless at the moment in dismantling the Labour Party in order to turn it into an Andrew Holness dictatorship. Lord, got him past one more again. I went past here now. 7. Hey, Jesus. So the biggest one here, they don't have any conscience. We don't have to elaborate on that, Prime Minister, do we? They don't have any conscience. I really don't think that needs any elaboration, Prime Minister. So you pass it. You pass it to the point where we don't even have to elaborate on it. Conscience. Hey, Jesus. They have many enemies. The whole country are your enemy, Prime Minister. Even labor rights are becoming your enemy at the moment. Pass again. No one will see their insecurity. You remember that those 2 passages I read you, I think a couple weeks ago, Prime Minister? Horrible win and horrible loss. Badly lost and horrible win. That speak to the final one, Prime Minister. No one will see their insecurities. Because you see, the insecure person, Prime Minister, is always trying to prove to us, I have done remarkably well. But if you did your job, Prime Minister, there's awfully nothing for you to prove. Let's introduce the Prime Minister to a better, what would they take him this morning? Calypso or revival? Should we take the Prime Minister Calypso or revival this morning? Let's take him Calypso. The shoulda, the coulda, the woulda, but though Andrew Holness, isn't it? before we go off, I have to loosen up, because it's going to a tense, stiffening moment at the moment where we're going to listen to flippity dribbitism from the Prime Minister. So, I have to loosen up first before me throw stones at you.
That is, I could have that. I should have this. I should have that. Well, if you could have, I could have that. You should have. I should have that. And if you could have, I could have that. You would have. I would have that. If you could have this, and you could have that, you would have this, and you would have that. And all the could have and the should have. Everything would have been like they would have. You could have what? I could have that. 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 Nami ay. You nami ay. You know you can't box. You jump in the ring, and all the time you're bobbing and you're weaving. What up, come? You fall on the ground. Not for help, you wouldn't stay down. You jump up quick, whapping your head. Before you lie down and pretend you're dead. Before you tell yourself to resign, one set of nonsense going through your mind. I could have done. I could have done. I should have did. I should have that. Well, if you could have, I could have done. You should have. I should have done. And if you should have, I should have done. You would have.
I could have this, I could have that, Prime Minister. And now that we have diagnosed the Prime Minister as a as having malignant narcissistic personality disorder, we're going to move into the bitter part of the show at the moment, where no doubt you will become irritated, but I ask you to bear with us because I have to question the Prime Minister this morning. The Prime Minister said his loyalty to Jamaica cannot be questioned. Whoa, judgment.
53 years old in July. I have been in politics since I was officially involved in politics, since I was 20. And I became an elected representative at 25.
So you see how long you know work? You see how long you know work? You're 53. And for your 20, you know work. But you said your loyalty to Jamaica can't question, and you never pick up a stone through this. And you become a millionaire out of Jamaica. Never go foreign like a summer way. But yet your loyalty cannot be questioned. When you never work a day in our country, but you are the richest man in our country now. But your loyalty cannot be questioned. Continue.
Spent more than half my life in politics. I don't do.
You spend more than half your life stealing, Prime Minister. Make we set the record straight this morning. I rock back and forth like a mad. Make we set the record straight this morning. You spend more than half your life stealing, Prime Minister. And out of that, more than half of your life you spent stealing, you became a multimillionaire out of it. And you've never faced a day in front of the court. To the point where you, at this moment, want to chuck out Corruption Prevention Act in order so you can go on a outlast stealing. You mean you would tell us that you are loyal to our education system, Prime Minister? You mean loyalty to murdering, Prime Minister? 15,000 Jamaicans a year using the National Health Service? That's loyalty to us? Hmm? Talk out of your dainty mouth.
Do this for pay. I don't do this for titles. My journey in leadership.
Hey, the blood clot this morning. He saying, don't do it for pay and don't do it for title. So what you do it for? You don't go do it for thief. You don't go do it for pack your pocket. You not do it for pay. And you not do it for... That's why you can't run off, because a voluntary service you do. So you could have run off and go run your cheap company. You could have go run off and you could have go study your degree. And you could have run off with the entire public purse, because you're not doing it for pay. And you're not doing it for title. So where are you doing it for? The only thing left is stealing and corruption. You know, hear how this man always talk to us plain insight. But if you don't read him in reverse, you don't understand what he must say to you. Just like how when him come out, when he come tell we say, me no go nowhere, but I hear something and me full, me belly, and me never walk a blood clot day in my life. Make him talk.
Leadership is such that I have passed those things. I have dedicated my life for the transformation of Jamaica. And that,
you know, just like how ANSI instruct infrastructure and call it instructor, you may mess up with the words them at the moment. Dedicate your life to do what, sir? The only thing we see you dedicate yourself to, Prime Minister, is the destruction of our country and of our social institution, of our democracy, of our legislative process, of our fundamental freedoms and rights. That's what we see you dedicated to. And if you want to know that I'm right, Prime Minister, just look at the different defrangles with you on the courts and how much time they have to push you back and say, you fucking moron, step back. You're too close to the line. Loyalty.
journey started right here in Spanish Town. I was born at the Spanish Town Hospital, but immediately went to live with my great grandmother at 56 Cumberland Road. I went to a little basic school in Hampton Green. Then I went to Spanish Town Primary. I was there on the shift system, like everybody walked to school. I do see some people who will stop me every now and again and say, you know, we were in class together. And then I went to St. Catherine High School. So because my journey started here with you, I can identify with you. And you can identify with me.
Hey, I am your brother, your family, your friend. When you look at, I would imagine what I'm holding, you know, if you not recognize it. You remember when he said this in Montego Bay? When you look at me, I am your, you see me, I am your brother, I am your cousin, I am your family, I am your friend. I would imagine what I'm holding, you know. Hmm? You know, say I would imagine what I'm holding. So what government? Flippity gibbet government.
You know that I am genuine. My quest to continue
To your pockets, the wealth of your family and your friends. You are genuine to the destruction of our country. As we have learned from the qualified doctor that you are murdering 15,000 of us per year. You're denying us of adequate medical services to the point where the doctor rate the services provided under your government as a -1. We have stepped backwards under your leadership, Prime Minister. And you know what? It's mainly because of stealing, because so much, Prime Minister, has been jilted out of the public purse. $3 trillion unaccounted for, and growing, mind you. Not just $3 trillion, and growing. Loyal to your pocket.
To lead the country comes from a genuine place that cannot be questioned. My loyalty to this country cannot be questioned. My commitment.
Granny would have said, kiss me auntie Aunt Tiger. Kiss me auntie Aunt Tiger. Continue.
Commitment, dedication cannot be questioned. My allegiance to this country cannot be questioned. I have chosen to give my life in service to Jamaica. It was not a second thought. It was not to put on my resume. It is because I love, fear, and respect the people of this country. Because I, like you, went through the struggle. I don't try to wear struggle as a badge. And I am not saying that because I went through the struggle like all of you, I should be elected. That is not my point. My point is that I have a very deep and personal understanding of what you desire, of what you aspire to be, of what your ambitions are for you and your family.
Hello. Leave we picnic them out of this. Because you see, we old and corny bodies now. Say we aspiring, drop off and broke down. Our children, them you talk to you now. Prime Minister, we don't want none of our children in Jamaica, neither independent PNP, UIC, or JLP, to aspire to be anything like you, Prime Minister. We could not tolerate another of you. Another thief, another corrupt criminal, another man without integrity, another man who doesn't know who his father is, like 74% of Jamaicans, as the research suggests, not my words. A man who has stolen his way through public life in 33 years. Because they find him 20 my teeth. And in July, next month, him at 53. Loyalty. Prime Minister, my loyalty knock you out. If you and loyalty go into a boxing ring together, Prime Minister, the country don't believe you. Nobody don't believe you. But let us listen to another lie where the Prime Minister tell. Don't talk about loyalty. You and loyalty can't fix on the same page.
You know
church.
that
If the book church from Yasso to Calvary Cross, Prime Minister, your name can't fit next to loyalty. And these are the things that we say we are going to decode during this election cycle, Prime Minister. The recycled, dry out lie without juice left in them. It was yourself and Pimpinella Prune. It was yourself and Pimpinella Prune. Are you saying, Prime Minister, you and Pimpinella did have to get rid of Tickman to improve the community within the constituency?
you know that in many communities in this area, there is need for greater social intervention. Minister Grange and myself, I want you to understand this. Every day we talk about it. The struggle.
Every day you talk about it. What the fuck have you done in 9 years, though? This is the reason why I tell him all the while. You have to listen to this piece of shit when he speaks. Be nice, Wayne. Be nice. You really have to listen when it speaks. Because it speaks with twisted tongue. It speaks with sharpened blade on both sides. What though have yourself and Babsy in 9 years of government, what have you done for the people who are coming to fool now to say, now that we have murdered our henchman, we're going to bring you progress?
Of some of the communities in this area. And so I want to use this platform to say to you that for the communities where your housing has reached a point where you're seeing significantly Tarspen, Ellerslie Pen, those houses which were built more than 50 years ago, before I was born, some of them was built then. We are going to repair those houses and make sure that the condition.
Jankro, you should have shame. Jankro. Dog shit. The amount of money where you swindle out of the NHD a 650 million you take your man from Dexin. And you, after 10 years of government, have come promise people to repair all house. What they would have expected is new development, affordable housing as you promise. Not the new social housing where Desmond McKenzie take walk and thief poor people's piece of land won't see them have. Repair old house government. After 10 years, Andrew Holness have come and Babsy, Pimpinella Prune, and Andrew Holness have come promise Spanish Town people. We're going to repair the old. Now that we kill Tickman, now that we kill Tickman, we can bring things to your community. So we're going to fix up the old house them. We talk about it, how much $1 million? The 3 trillion with Andrew Thief, it and nobody else. Sam.
There are livable. I get the reports about the sewage in the community. The pipes are broken, some of the plants are not working. Babsy and myself have been talking about how we're going to do it. So as the crime comes down, as the gang activity recedes, the government and the state has to step in to make sure that the social...
So here is the malignant narcissist saying to the people, because of Tickman, we couldn't come around and count to nothing at all. Tickman, they are black on a process or the progress. So that's why we have to get rid of Tickman. Because and say, now that we get rid of Tickman, we can bring progress. Tickman, they are all on the back. Crime minister. A Tickman punished on people. Pimpinella Prune and the prime minister come for telling us it. And of them fail to deliver to them. It's because of Tickman who was standing in the way. So now that we get him out of the way and we improve the policing, we're going to bring prosperity to your community. It's what the narcissists do. Them don't accept failure. Them pass it on to somebody else. A cause and say, Tickman, they stand up on our way. But we couldn't do nothing for them. Not that Andrew and Babsy has stolen and failed. It's because of the same gang member who Babsy was sleeping with and taking public money, pay to control you, the same people who know that they ain't kill him, them a come back, come tell on a lie, to get on a support, to the same fuckery all over again.
The services that you need, your housing, your health, your education, all of those things have to be dealt with. So in addition,
all of what you come in, come mash up. All of what you just line out on your finger there, you know. And all of what you mash up in our country, the Prime Minister. This is why people must listen to you when you talk. What you have just named out is all the things in our country that you have mashed up, or economy, or healthcare, or education, or roads, or water. Yes, this government, what Bruce Golden started, you finish. Because Bruce Golden, the dismantling of our water started under Bruce Golden, particularly in my community, started under Bruce Golden. And Christopher Tufton. You just have finished some of what Bruce Golden started. The destruction of our waters and pump house and standpipes. Labor right. Who took up with standpipe them? Who dismantle our pump houses? Labor rights. So what you have just named out on your finger, it's all the area in our country that you have destructed to the tune, Prime Minister, where your government and your Minister of Health, along with a crooked Medical Council of Jamaica, is murdering with capital M, 15,000 Jamaicans annually. The biggest scandal to ever surface in 9-10 years in our country, but the most silent scandal to ever emerge in our country. Now that we heard that Andrew Holness is taking us to the slaughterhouse in droves, the entire country is silent. No civil society, no upstairs, no conny bodies, no flippity gibbets, nobody.
Governments have a duty when they are elected to fulfill the mandate that they have been given.
Lord, look at Psalms 68, I think, speaks about the players of music and instrument must lead. I always am of the view that reggae and revival will lead the way in the rebellion. I no longer have confidence in reggae. Even though revival is fished up and batty up like most things in today's world, I still have confidence that revival can lead a rebellion in our country. Things than with instruments go ahead, Prime Minister. And this instrument is just mouth, hand, and foot, you know, Prime Minister. These are what revive the spirit to get me to create revolution and rebellion in our country.
Which church can compare to them sweet song? Just your mouth, you know, man. Jesus.
The people of Jamaica's spirit are too dead. Hmm? Rebellion has died in us. It is because our rebellious spirit have either died or is sleeping. Why such a monster, particularly in the last 5 years, can rule over us with an iron fist? Hmm? We're going to respond to the Prime Minister in last flippity gibbitism. This Prime Minister loves to speak shit. No, this is another patch of words being thrown at Mark Golden here again. This is another patch of words being thrown at Mark Golden. I am carefully listening to the Prime Minister. He regularly talk about his success and achievement. What we, though, the docile audience, Prime Minister, that listens to you and don't understand fully what you're talking about when you talk about successes and achievements, is the itemization of it, Prime Minister. God knows you're going to make me wait in vain. The itemization of your successes, the itemization of your achievements, but has it to do with mandate, Prime Minister? In politics, mandate is coupled with your promises. Promises surface by your manifesto, whether be in writing or orally, Prime Minister. Let the Prime Minister proceed.
Governments have a duty when they are elected to fulfill the mandate that they have been given. And the expectation is that if you get a mandate and you fulfill the mandate and you do it well, and you go on to seek a new mandate, the achievements under the old mandate count for something.
Right, I'm going to answer you. We're going to answer you on the mandate part first. Now, your mandate, Prime Minister, is connected to your manifesto pledges or promises. And that is the mandate given to you by the people, Prime Minister. The manifesto policies and promises that you told to them that give me the power, and I will put these in place. This is how manifesto mandate works, Prime Minister. It also, Prime Minister, includes the 100-day promise. It also, Prime Minister, include legislative advances that you promised us, like the impeachment and others. More than all, it promises the prosperity. Prosperity, Prime Minister. That's the mandate we, the country, elected you on in 2016. Now, we're going to continue on, because you're saying that, and this is why you all don't know that, because Andrew Holness don't have anything to come and say. Now, Andrew Holness is saying the mandate that he has worked on for the last 10 years, we are saying to it that it doesn't count to you looking for the third term. No, Andrew, it's not what we are saying. It is the reason why we're asking you, itemize them, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Itemize them. It is exactly what we're asking. We want what you have done in the last 10 years to say, look, he has achieved these. He certainly can do more. Try us. Let the Prime Minister speak again.
Governments have a duty when they are elected to fulfill the mandate that they have been given.
Very well, sir.
And the expectation is that if you get a mandate and you fulfill the mandate and you do it well, and you go on to seek a new mandate, the achievements under the old mandate counts for something. It gives you credit because that is how governments should work. Good government that perform should be rewarded. And there are many Jamaicans who think like that. If the government is performing, we will keep on supporting the government because the government is doing well. We're not going to change certainty for uncertainty. But
describe certainty. Describe the ambiguity here, the unambiguity or whatever ambiguity or the certainty. Describe the certainty. We have no prime minister. We're at the edge of the cliff, about to tip over. Or democracy is being shattered, or governance processes is being dismantled fast by Andrew Holness, or election machinery is controlled by the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister, we have never been, or democracy, the life of our nation, Prime Minister, since independence, have never been in a more uncertain position. Ambiguities run rife when it comes to your government. Jones Michael, good morning. How are you? What is the certainty, Prime Minister, in where our economy is going at the moment? What is the certainty in where our healthcare and education? Well, we know the certainty is that you declared our roadways just the other day as a national disaster after 10 years of government. Certainty. Where is it? I'm waiting for the itemization of your success and your achievement, because it's what we want to work with. It is what we're going to use to judge you against, Prime Minister. Like, you know, in debt, your heart and your deeds is being judged by against feather. Prime Minister, your heart have to go judge against lead, you know, sir. Your heart have to go judge against lead. Your heart can't judge against feather. Your heart cannot judge against feather. If you go judge against lead or rock stone or steel or something, or something with heavy, can you carry a heavy heart? Even though this is what you have to lie, you know. This is why you have to lie and talk backward, because you are one politician that doesn't understand how spin works. You don't understand political spins, because you could have spin your way easier out of something that I see you really been very shitty at.
Governments have a duty when they are elected to fulfill the mandate that they have been given. And the expectation is that if you get a mandate and you fulfill the mandate and you do it well, and you go on to seek a new mandate, the achievements under the old mandate counts for something. It gives you credit because that is how governments should work.
Outline it to we. We want credit your Prime Minister. How you fool so? Big overgrown, big and good for nothing fool. We want to hear it. We want to use it to judge you. Hmm? The Switzerland number you call me from where there. Hello? All right. I'll call you back. I'll call you back. Now that me know there's somebody there on the line, me will call you back. Me there on live now. I think it's somebody from Jamaica, but there's some SIM card being used in Jamaica these days. That's when the person call you, it comes up from somewhere in Europe. And I don't know anyone in Europe, so I generally don't answer call coming from Europe per se. We want to use your success to judge you. Because bad to bad prime minister, we know wicked like you. We now go see the good in front of we say you do good and turn with blind eyes so you not do it. We're asking you, even if we say we are forget it and we are bypass it and we are look over it, good God, remind we, no? Remind we of your achievement and your success. Rather than you stand up and you fumble and you fumble and you get nowhere with it. Good Almighty God, Prime Minister.
Good government that perform should be rewarded. And there are many Jamaicans who think like that. If the government is performing, we will keep on supporting the government because the government is doing well. We're not going to change certainty for uncertainty. But there are members of the electorate who don't think like that. I was just joking with Minister Mackenzie a while ago because he is a die-hearted Manchester United fan. And recently I wore my Liverpool shirt community. But the consequences of using that choice irrationally could mean another pin sack. It could mean the debt going up again. It could mean fiscal irresponsibility returning. It could mean crime and violence going back up again. It could mean more.
A number one in the sign of narcissistic, malignant narcissistic. Hold on there. Nothing is ever their fault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7. Nothing is ever their fault. The economists and those in the sector the other day came out to tell us that this Prime Minister bad economic policies had crushed our economy, put it in a position where they within the sector has not seen it in 30 years. The spending power, Prime Minister, under your government is the most dismal Jamaica's spending power has ever been. Even though, Prime Minister, the truth be told, we are working more money. Minimum wage has rocketed. But, Prime Minister, cost of living has soared above the rocketing of minimum wage. Our buying power, Prime Minister, is below our foot. Everything around us you have crushed. And you are coming back after 10 years to blame the PNP, to make more promises, but is unable to tell us that I have achieved these. And because I have achieved these, that has made difference for you. It is worth giving me a third term to finish what I have really started. Dopey depend you. Once somebody can wicked so. Once somebody can have no shame so. Once somebody can corrupt so. Once somebody can dry eye so. So dopey have to depend you. Dopey have to depend the Prime Minister. But that's all I want to say this morning. Jamaica people, if we don't wake up, we will be destroyed. If we don't wake up, they're going to destroy us. Because you notice the private sector organization of Jamaica, the nephew of Edward Seaga, who leads the private sector at the moment, is fair and square behind Andrew Holness stealing treachery and corruption in our country. If the private sector wanted Andrew Holness to move, Andrew Holness would have gone long time, you know. Andrew Holness, if the private sector wanted Andrew to go, he would have gone long time. He is protected by that 21 white families from the slave trade who still control our economy and our country. Thank you for being here this morning on the Global TV. Lovely to have your support. As always, if you're new to Global TV, please give us a subscription or a follow. So when we go live, you certainly will get our notification. Thank you. Thank you. Join us back this evening for the people's point of view. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat, and not press the poor. Make up what I sing to you. Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. They give man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead can sell out Rasta and sell out, I sell out Babylon. Just stop on the Friday. You must go and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black baby man, go and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, bring him and throw one stone, and it bring about feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black, bring him and throw one stone, and it bring about feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.